So I was on 95. 95 is, you know 95. I was going to my dad's cleaners because I worked as a cashier over there at the time. A good friend of mine who's a tour promoter, he calls me up on a Tuesday, randomly, 4:30 something. I remember exactly because this was so monumental to me. He goes, Rick, do you want to go on tour with the Wu-Tang? And I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, what? What? Like, yeah, like, don't troll me, motherfucker. Like, do I want to go tour with the Wu-Tang? Yeah, I do. I'm like, what month? Give me the month, day, and year, and I will be there. 7:30 tonight. Get ready, 7:30 tonight. It's a 24 city tour. And I'm like, like literally on some like, like cartoon shit. I pumped the brakes. And I'm like, for real? You want me to get ready 9:30 tonight? I'm going to go on tour with the Wu-Tang tonight at 9. And when I say Wu, the first tour was with Master Killer and Inspector Deck. You know what I mean? Master Killer is one of my favorites. Deck is one of the illest Wu-Tang openers of all time. One of the illest rappers of all time. Excuse me. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get ready for 9:30. I'm gonna get ready for the tour with the Wu, 9:30 tonight. He was like, Rick, if you want to tour with the Wu, get ready by 9:30. So now my next call is with my dad. You know what I mean? Because I'm on the road to go to the cleaners to like bag cleaner clothes for him and do some cashier stuff. But now I have the opportunity to go on tour with the Wu. I told my dad, I'm like, Dad, this is a big deal. Google Wu-Tang.com or Wu-Tang and just see, like, this is serious. And I love answering this question with the Wu-Tang because it is the first example of when my parents had that faith and was just like, go. You know what I mean? Like, because they could have easily have been like, no, you have a set schedule. What are you doing? You know, at that time I was a youth pastor too, at a church, you know what I mean? I was a youth pastor.
It was 5 years ago.
Yeah, not like youth pastor as in like, I didn't have the paperwork for it, but I was just, you know, leading the youth at that time, so I had obligations. But my parents were just like, you know what? I believe in your craft. I've never heard this excitement in your voice before, so do it. And he let me go, 9:30 that night. And yeah, touring with the Wu, it did two things for me. Number one,
how did they find you?
They found me with a stroke of luck. It was divine intervention. Their bus driver. Okay, when people ask me, how did you tour with the Wu? There's two answers. The first answer is, honestly, I was a driver of the tour. I wasn't an opener. Like, they didn't look at me as like, yo, this guy's an ill rapper.
That's a big. You were driving the Wu-Tang bus.
I was driving the Wu-Tang 12-passenger flex fuel.
No, but you know what? Yo, I respect that shit so much.
People that want to open up for Wu-Tang, they pay the Wu because that's a portfolio builder.
Yeah.
If you have on your resume, I opened up for the Wu, yo, shout out to Killer, shout out to East Brooklyn. You know I'm not joking. The people know what I'm talking about. I'm not lying. My Wu people know. Come on. Like, I put in work. They said, Rick, you're gonna drive the tour bus. The bus driver got hit, so you're gonna have to do it. So the way it happened was straight up like the bus driver got hit on some like random DC shit. And Kublai, which was my friend, shout out to Kublai, you motherfucker. He called me and was just like, Rick. It was a confliction because he was trying to save his ass. He wanted to make sure the tour happened, but at the same time, presented as like, yo. So he was like, Rick, yo, you want to tour with the Wu? I'm like, hell yeah. You down to drive 12, 15 hours every day so you can get to the show? And I'm like, you know what? At the same time, I'm just like, yeah. Why wouldn't I? You know what I mean? I studied the Wu. That's my teachers.
Right?
Therefore, their like agreement was, yo, we'll pay you so and so such, you know, a little bit of money, and you get to open up for like 10 minutes. You know? I'm like, cool, fuck it, I'm down. Just the Wu, like it's the W. What am I gonna do, right? So the first show was I had to drive from New York to Tennessee.
Oh my God.
So
you already know. You already know.
That's a good 10 plus.
I opened up in Tennessee.
Okay.
It was a good 12. Every time I drive a road trip, if it's not double digit, I can do it. 9 hours is nothing. You want to go to ATL? I got you. You know what I mean?
Wait, were you driving like a big ass tour bus?
I was not. It was a flex fuel,
Like, how do
church
you
retreat.
drive that? I'm always like,
Moshike.
the drivers for those things? I'm
Yo.
always like, oh my god.
No, I drove it perfectly. Okay, and I'm gonna say this now just because it already happened. My license was suspended the whole trip. Yo, my bad.
Okay.
My license was suspended the whole trip. So that means if we got pulled over once, I'm playing the last level with 1 life left. Like I'm literally living on the EDGE right now, right? I'm driving. I performed 5 minutes.
Tennessee.
Listen, I'm in Tennessee.
What'd you
I'm
perform?
5 minutes. What I performed? I don't know. I had a little like medley of bars. You know what I mean? I just had a medley of just lyrics.
Right.
5 minutes into the show, normally the main act doesn't like to show themselves before their stage because you know they want that they want that anticipation to grow. These guys broke character, busted through. Master Killer, especially. I love you, Killer, for doing this for me. Master Kill pulled out from the stage curtains and was just like, this is one of the nicest Asian things I've ever heard in my life. I'm gonna give him 30 minutes. So every city after that, I had a 30-minute set opening up for the Wu-Tang. If you've seen Lyrics at the city, ask Visalia, California.
It's good.
Yo, hold on.
85
Denton, Texas. North Carolina, Albany, they know. And it was the most beautiful opportunity. They didn't know me as a rapper. They saw me as a Chinese dude
stick out as Asian rappers.
that checked into the hotel and I didn't show off at all. I didn't broadcast who I was. Humbly, I just drove them to the destination, checked into the hotel, made sure they were good, sound checked, and then I was on stage.
Okay, let me tell you a little something that I learned about the nation that we living in. Everything surrounds around dividends. From the ground down to the farms, the urban cities up to presidents. It's all connected with cream. You got credit by the American dream. But stay in your place, buddy, cause freedom ain't free. We preach love while saying this peace, while taking this peace. Meanwhile, we're gripping AR-15s, you know what I mean? School's not even as safe as it seems. We're fed violence all day, so we hate us in dreams. Changing trains from A to the E to the G. During the short walkway to the station, what do I see? Matt Damon with a big ass gun, Kim K with her big